This here's from Infobot. If I'm saying that right, Johnny Depp got a new tattoo as a memento of his time in Argentina. Seems like Johnny really liked it there. On his way out, he got a tattoo. Let's see what we got. Well, another tattoo. Johnny Depp chose to bid farewell to Argentina with a new ritual, once again turning to the art of tattooing as a symbol of his time in the country. Before leaving, the actor-musician was photographed during an intimate tattoo session that captured the bohemian and relaxed atmosphere that characterized his stay, immortalized in a series of black and white images with a strong artistic flair, which we'll see in a second. In the first photograph, Depp sits at a table covered with a checkered tablecloth and several glasses, while a tattoo artist meticulously works on his right arm. He wears glasses, a beret, and a collection of necklaces, sporting his signature bohemian look. He holds a glass in his left hand, his gaze lowered and absorbed, detached yet focused on the moment. Not the worst writing here, I must say. The softly lit setting adds to the homely, almost sheltered atmosphere. Framed portraits of legendary musicians hang on the wall, and in a corner behind the window, another person observes the scene, adding depth and a certain anonymous complicity to the image. Yeah, I would say the writing's actually pretty good here. Not like we've got the most exciting thing to report, but I'll take it. And here it is. I really like you could see on the right hand side there, Johnny smiling and laughing. Obviously, Jimi Hendrix right there. I can't tell who the picture is on the wall. Maybe someone out there knows. But yeah, looks like they're having a good time. And this lady's pretty happy. Not only does she get to give Johnny the tattoo, but it gets to stay with him forever, the tattoo she gave him. I guess I'm a little jealous. All right, let's move on. All right, so here they describe the image even more. In a profile, bathed in the same soft light, the Pirates of the Caribbean actor sports his signature bohemian beret and hoop earrings, his beard neatly trimmed. The glass in his hand, his attention fixed on the needle, and the presence of the tattoo artist in focus and partially visible reinforce the intimacy of the moment. The blurred background where a portrait of Jimi Hendrix is visible introduces a cultural and musical touch that enhances the mystique of the experience. The scene conveys creativity and an almost ritualistic moment of leaving a mark. All right, this guy could have wrote some kind of a very long, intricate poem on getting a tattoo, I guess, or a woman. Don't know exactly who wrote it. And this person here left a message for Johnny. Thank you, Johnny Depp, once again being a part of and witnessing the artistic exchange between two friends and brothers. Thank you, George Corcho Rodriguez, for allowing me to be part of this story once again. Thank you, Georgina Acarisi, for the photos, for everything. All right, so thanking some people who were hanging out with Johnny, stuff like that. And they talk about how this guy here was with Johnny when he played Bob Dylan at a club or a restaurant, whichever it was, club, restaurant thingy. And they quote this guy one more time. I'm very grateful to my brother, Carlos Oat, who always encourages me, and very grateful to my half-brother, Johnny, who's also a great artist and who inspires me every time we see each other, he said, placing a hand over his heart. All right. I don't think they're actually half-brothers, but this was translated from Spanish, so maybe they say some kind of phrase like that. And that's about it. Once again, not the biggest news, but actually, when you think about it, Johnny getting a new tattoo is kind of big news. But that's up to you to make of it what you will. If you're not subbed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.